And now, your KY3 Storm Team forecast.
Well, it's going to be another warm one, and it just kind of keeps staying that way.
Yeah, you know, that's the trend. We're seeing the opposite of probably what most of us want. There's that chance for thunderstorms. No one's really been seeing the rain. We've not been short on the heat or the humidity. Yeah, today's not an exception to that. In fact, we woke up even warmer than where we were yesterday, which is a sign that we're probably going to be warmer with our high temperatures too. So it's probably a good day to maybe go out to the lake, find a way to cool off. And the view out behind us, it's Table Rock Lake, where I think day by day we've slowly been seeing more boats take advantage of some of that weather.
They get the idea.
Yeah, they've got the idea right. Yeah, the water's still a little on the cool side, so hopefully it's refreshing, especially because right now temperatures are climbing their way up toward the 90s. Now, as far as our Doppler radar goes, we have had a few showers that popped up earlier this morning. For now, clear scan outside. I think the only thing that you'll find even remotely related to showers will be a few of those fluffy clouds outside like what we have out by Table Rock Lake. In the meantime, though, sunshine is the main story, and you can bet as we warm up more in the morning, bring in more sunshine in the afternoon, those temperatures are just going up as well. Right now we're sitting at 91 degrees, but feeling a little more like 96 in the Ozarks or in the Springfield area and all across the Ozarks. It is a very similar story. Right now, low 90s pretty much across the board. The exception, Mountain Grove. You're sitting at 95 degrees now, but I think you're going to be climbing up into those lower 90s by later on this afternoon. Heat index values, so what it actually feels like outside, most of us are in the upper 90s, not seeing any triple digits yet. But I think especially as we head toward the weekend and continue to crank up the heat, we're going to continue to feel very steamy out. So especially if you'll be doing anything outdoors, whether it is going out on the boat, pulling out the golf clubs, make sure you're drinking lots of water. And of course, carrying around the sunscreen and the sunglasses with you as well. Today, as well as I think even into the weekend, we will be keeping an eye on that potential for a few pop-up thunderstorms here or there before some drier air moves in and we just kick up those summer-like temperatures in full gear. Most of our models are showing that if you're off to the east of 65, later we get into the afternoon, we'll tap in more of that afternoon heat and instability, see a few isolated thunderstorms, but just like we saw yesterday, not everyone will be talking about the potential for rain. Let's compare this to another one of our in-house models, which is showing pretty much the same thing. Yesterday, this model did a pretty good job, at least showing the timing of the storms, and it's showing that by the time this evening gets here, we'll be drying things out again. For the weekend, we'll be watching for a very typical summer-like pattern, that big H, that area of high pressure moving into the Ozarks, bringing along two more H's with it, more heat and more humidity. As we head into the beginning of next week, I think that area of high pressure keeps sliding its way off to the east and will allow for at least a little bit of a break for us and probably even a better opportunity for a few more widespread showers, especially by the time Tuesday and Wednesday get here. Overall today, just continuing to crank up the heat and the humidity. Like we mentioned, it's especially if you're east of 65 that you see the best chance for one of those just pop up very isolated thunderstorms to come into the picture. I think we'll be primarily dry though, not only throughout the afternoon today, but all the way through your weekend. Now, Father's Day in particular, it's coming up on Sunday. Make sure that you do have an indoor backup plan. I think just like we saw yesterday and like what we're expecting today, it won't be a widespread washout for us, but there is that potential for a few thunderstorms alongside the heat. Finally, though, we do catch a bit of a break and just watch for highs in the 80s as we bring in along a more widespread potential for a few showers for Tuesday, Wednesday, and I think even into the day on Thursday.
The National Weather Service